Tony Hawk Ride may go down in history as the game that finally ended the motion control craze. The game's developers have taken a cue from the Wii Balance Board and packed in a wireless skateboard controller. The peripheral is solid and durable, but there's just one problem. The game is an enormous piece of crap.
Now get in there, let's do it.
To help us demonstrate, we've invited xPlay's #1 fan Gamertag to... what are you wearing?
Hey, Morgan, it's great to be here. I'm dressed up like Christian Slater from Gleaming the Cubes. And I'm getting ready to gleam my own cubes on Tony Hawk's Ride.
That's, really precious.
Look at me, skating the Tony Hawk way. Awesome.
Anyway, as you'll quickly find, the controls in Tony Hawk Ride are largely broken. You lift your nose to ollie and slide your foot alongside the board to push.
Now that you know how to stand on the board and push, it's time to start the fun.
Actually, Tony, the fun never really starts.
Grinds! Grinding objects is a blast.
Yeah, not really. Manuals are surprisingly satisfying to pull off, but as you might expect, many of your movements don't register on time.
There's kind of a delay when I do everything, especially when I'm skating.
Yeah, and even when it works right, the game never really feels like skateboarding. On easy mode, you don't even steer the board. It's like the skateboarding equivalent of an on-rail shooter.
Let me ask you this, should I be experiencing a burning sensation in my shins?
Not unless your lower legs had sex with a meth-addicted prostitute. The repetitive nature of Ride is just another reason the game should be buried 6 feet under the earth and never be heard from again.
Maybe I could just use the controller?
Unfortunately, the answer is no. The gameplay has been built around the busted peripheral, so the open-world elements of previous games are gone. There is absolutely no scenario under which Tony Hawk Ride would provide even the slightest hint of pleasure.
Well, what if I actually take it outside and skateboard with it?
Well, we paid $120 for it, but there's nothing you could do to make it more broken. Do you want to have a skateboarding montage set to terrible punk music?
Morgan, it's my destiny.
On one level, we have to admire Tony Hawk Ride for its Hail Mary pass attempt at revitalizing the franchise, but the laggy motion controls, unresponsive steering, and repetitive gameplay make this a 1.
This is a true Cinderella story.
Out of 5.
See you at the next cube we're gonna glean.
Who's ready for the greatest video game ever made in the history of ever?
Me!
Well, we don't have that today. We have Tony Hawk Ride and a game break. So, let's get to it. Ladies and gentlemen, the always extreme Morgan Webb! Sweet board, yo! Don't touch me with that. You might infect me with the unfun disease that is this video game.
$120 right here.
Okay, here's the thing.
Kevin's favorite game.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate and say it. Maybe it's good. xPlay gave it a disappointing 1 out of 5, which on the xPlay, a 1 out of 5, which on your scale means the game boots up. Like you get a
exactly.
You get a 1 for showing up to the party at xPlay, right?
Yeah, the game will turn on, and then something happens on the screen. You get a 1 for that.
Congratulations, guys!
Yeah, you get a 1.
But let's start with what should be cool. The skateboard peripheral, because...
And it's solidly built.
Very solidly built. I like the technology inside of it. 4 IR sensors.
You take it out of the box and you're like, oh, this is cool. This is going to be awesome. And then you actually put the disc in there and the problem starts. I like how, by the way, you put Velcro on the bottom of this one.
Dude, hardwood floors are too extreme for Tony Hawk. Sometimes you got to pad that bad boy up.
No, and it's true. It's like... Adults, I think, with nice apartments are like, no, it's not a chance. Okay, why don't you do a little demonstration of how to play Tony Hawk Ride?
All right, let me demo boring. First of all, you have to calibrate the thing, and even Tony Hawk is bored in the VO booth when he's describing the calibration process. He's like, first you have to stand in a safe zone, which you gotta get in a green lit area, and then wait 15 seconds while Tony whistles. And even the subtitles say, whistles.
Well, in case you're deaf.
Yeah, okay, fine. So you get on the board, right?
Right.
Now I'm gonna show you the main functionality of the game is this right here. Get ready. Extreme. One more time.
Yeah.
Extreme! That's pretty much it.
Right, and
oh, no, you can do this. Oh, and that.
Okay, but the other thing is, just for adults who are maybe over, I don't know, 5 feet tall,
right.
the grabs are really far away.
Yeah, you have to kind of kick the board back and then do the lean down and cover a sensor and pop a go-gurt and do whatever else is like.
And in real skateboarding, like the skateboard moves, you know, you can kind of bring it to you and flip it up. You can't do that with this.
I found that,
so the only way is you're getting down on the ground every time. I kick my heels after this.
No, get in the zone, Morgan Webb. Get ready.
I'm getting in the zone here.
Shred it. Yeah, kickflip.
Also, the graphics aren't that good. None of the open world stuff is there.
Yeah,
like
there's
all
the
the
game,
story
too.
doesn't really make any sense. It's, by the way, 3 hours long for $120. They came out and said, "Oh, we're going to do snowboarding games or something," but you just tell that they're jumping the gun to make you feel like this is a worthwhile accessory.
If you're as coordinated as me, you'll spend 3 hours trying to pass the tutorial. Because I feel like if you have the skills necessary to play this game, you're going to be out in the damn front yard skateboarding.
Right.
Because you have to have balance and agility and thighs of steel to actually last in this game for more than 5 minutes.
You will fall.
Yeah.
Like, it's a matter of time.
In your living room, you will fall.
On your coffee table, there is no hope that your television is going to make it out of this situation alive.
A decorative candle almost went straight up my anus while I was beating the Ollie tutorial.
It was totally worth it.
And to be quite honest, that experience would have been more fun than Tony Hawk Ride. I'm serious. Like, I said this on my Twitter last night. People that were following me, this is what I said on my Twitter.
Okay, let me hear.
I can't play guitar. I am not a rock star by any stretch. Rock Band makes me feel like I can shred. That's fun.
Awesome.
This game makes me feel like I'm going to bust my ass in my living room.
And you are.
You will,
Fortunately,
right?
the game's only 3 hours, so you don't have that much time to actually hurt yourself. Also, about 10 minutes into it, you're going to be like, God, my thighs are starting to
You're going to feel like an old man. You're going to feel like Tony Hawk.
And then you're going to throw your back out trying to, like...
No!
But
Careful.
You can cheat it by, like, faking a grab and going like that.
Yeah, I found myself
sensor.
at one point doing this, just kneeling next to the board and going like this. Oh, heel flip, and let's grab.
And there is
I literally pulled that move.
And of course, there's that viral video of the dog. The dog playing Tony Hawk Ride.
Dog viral video. I mean,
so fake.
So fake, right?
Yeah.
They actually put tape over the brand name on the television set, like classic viral mistake.
You don't do that when you're taking a little video in your house.
All right, obviously we didn't enjoy this, but then again, Morgan, last time I checked, I haven't checked your wiki in a while.
Yeah.
Dog, get a dog. Save the money on skateboard. You are not, last time I checked, an extreme professional skateboarder, correct?
No, I am. Okay, no, I'm not.
Okay, nor am I. So if you are really out there and you're a skateboarder, are you going to
No.
No one is, right?
If you don't skateboard, you don't want it. If you skateboard, you don't want it. Basically, you don't want it.
Well, okay.
And, by the way, don't buy this for your kids for Christmas. I don't care if they're begging for it. Just say no. Have a heart.
And I think it's also important to point out. Don't get it for the future promise of like a snowboarding game or any other games, because right now this is all you got.
Well, this is also not doing very well, so I would be a little surprised if they came out with a snowboarding game.
How about one ollie for the road? Yeah! Freeze frame. I had more fun standing on the box around the office and pretending I was shredding. I literally was going around the cubicles going like, oh, look at me, I'm so extreme. I had more fun doing that. You could
just get a deck and take the wheels off and do this in your house by yourself.
Thanks, Tony Hawk, but more importantly, thanks, Morgan Webb, for coming by. Oh, man.
I'm riding the wave.
Oh, this game sucks.